Hello and welcome to Thrive Monday. We've tailored today's video towards marketing agencies. We're going to be showcasing some of the most fundamental features and setups that every marketing agency should think about when constructing their Monday.com account. Keep in mind that this is going to be a broad overview. We're not going to get into the nitty-gritty. This is just for the purpose of you maybe gaining some ideas and seeing how other organizations tend to build out their Monday.com accounts. We're going to be discussing CRM systems, sales pipelines, automatic lead intake forms, project management, and automations. So let's get started. Now, as we can see, we have new submissions contacted and converted. And keep in mind, we can highly edit this based on every organization's need. This is just for the purpose of this demo. A really useful feature that Monday.com has is the form feature, which allows us to create a custom form based on our specific requirements. And we can embed this on our website, input it into any marketing material, for example, Facebook ads, Google ads, or wherever you would like, even email marketing campaigns. So we can create this custom form, and let me just fill it out and showcase how this looks. Okay, as we can see, I filled out the form, and if we go back to our board, we can see that we only have Bob, Mary, and John. Now let's submit it. And as we can see, all of our data is seamlessly input within Monday.com. A huge benefit to the form is that we can actually create specific automations based on the answers within the form. An example would be if you have different salespeople within the organization that close deals for Google ads, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, whatever the use case, you can automatically assign people if the person chose Google ads for the service that they're interested in. A lot of marketing agencies want their top performing salespeople to get the best qualified leads. So we can also create it if the person replied that they have a marketing spend of over $6,000. We can always assign our top performing salespeople to make sure that we have the best odds of closing that deal. We've also created a valuable automation when a new lead is submitted within the system. Automated time tracking will start capturing how long it actually takes for our sales representatives to call a lead so we can track how effective they are. A good example would be, let's say, Dylan is submitted, and then we can see the automated time tracking is going to start ticking. And then when the new submission is contacted, an automation is going to take this person to contacted, and we can see that it automatically stops. So this way we can track, okay, our sales people are calling on average leads within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever the use case. And keep in mind that we also create alerts when a new lead comes into the system. So Emil, in this case, when he was assigned to this lead, he gets a notification. And we also have when the person is contacted and if he's actually converted, then he goes to the converted section. So a general use case for the leads board would be when a person inputs their information within the form, it's automatically input into our Monday system. From there, we know how long it takes for our sales representative to call the lead. We also have the ability to assign them automatically based on specific requirements from the form. Again, going back to the example, our top closers need to close the deals that are most qualified. And then after we input the qualified, we can actually start the sales pipeline dashboard. And after they are qualified, we can actually start utilizing the sales pipeline, which is new leads, needs to be contacted, pitched, ready for proposal, negotiation, won, and lost. And again, we have a lot of valuable automations here that would really save you a ton of time. Some marketing agencies have different roles within their sales department. For example, they only have people that do discovery, they have appointment setters, and they have closers. So let's say that a new lead comes in, he's qualified, we know this for sure. Then he goes to needs to be contacted. And then from needs to be contacted, we're going to assign our representative that does the appointment setting. So after he's contacted, we can make sure that we've notified our closer or the person that's going to be doing discovery, whatever the use case. The most important thing is that you know that there is the functionality to assign different people within our organization based on the different status, step, process, or information that we have within our board. Now, going down to pitched, we have ready for proposal. Now, ready for proposal, we do have the ability to create a valuable automation. With one click of a button, we can create it so it takes all of the information regarding the client and it creates a proposal. And then with DocuSign, we created an automation. It sends it over to the client, and then you receive a notification and alert when the person has signed the agreement. So it's very important to have an efficient sales pipeline because we need to know what part of the sales cycle a lead is always in. This helps us communicate internally with our employees, team members, making sure that we're moving forward and making sure that we have the highest probability of closing this lead and making sure that he becomes a client. So let's say that we have Chris and Ken in negotiation. With one click of a button, we can actually go to updates and we can tag people. Let's say, Peter, I need help with negotiation. Please help. The client is price sensitive, for example. And then we can update this, and then Peter can actually reply. He can like it. And we can have a whole thread here with all of our salespeople, making sure that we're provided with the best possible input and making sure that we have the most information going into negotiation. So then we have the deals board where we can actually input all of the deals that have been closed. We can tag again the sales rep, making sure that we can see, okay, for the past 1 month, how many deals has Bob, Dylan, or whoever the salesperson has closed, making sure that we know how profitable they are and how much revenue they've brought into our organization. Then we do have the sales dashboard, the average value of one deals, the actual revenue by month, deals, sales distribution. Keep in mind that this can be highly customized based on your specific KPIs. So we can always create a different type of layout and add additional information that you'd be interested in. Then we have the CRM, which is active clients, inactive clients, and all of the information that we would need. We can also leave updates with John. Let's say I just had a meeting with John and we discussed landing page optimization for XYZ. Now, next time before I go into a meeting with John, or if another team member is going to go into a meeting, they can just open it and see the updates. And this is a historical archive with all of the communication that we've had. The onboarding process is extremely important for any marketing agency. This is why we can create valuable automations here to tag the specific people that are going to be doing the onboarding. We can track the onboarding process. We can know, okay, so the person has provided us with the branding assets. We've had the initial discovery meeting, service setup completed, and so on. Again, this could be hyper customized based on your specific onboarding processes. This is just an example for the demo. And again, the different statuses, we can make sure to create automations that it just flows seamlessly and it tags the appropriate people. To save time, we can also create an onboarding form, which we can provide to our clients. After they've input everything and gone through the whole form, everything would be seamlessly input into Monday. And let's say that we still haven't done our onboarding. We can just come in here and read everything that they've provided and make sure that it's stored in an effective manner. A lot of marketing agencies have a lot of recurring tasks. So for example, we need our media buyers to review the campaigns every week for X, Y, and Z client. This is why we've created an automation that when the person actually finishes and goes through reviewing the Google Ads campaign, they will automatically be created again and tag them in the following week or in a couple of days. So a good use case is they go through Bob's campaign, they analyze the Google Ads, they analyze the Google Analytics, they create the GA report, and after they're done with this, after they're completed, it's going to create the same tasks for them again next week. So we know that they are going to go through the same process. They're going to get notified, they're going to get alerted, and we also get notifications and alerts after they have gone through this process. The approval workflow is extremely important for any marketing agency because we need to make sure that we're mitigating errors as much as possible. So let's say you have copywriters, people in the design team, whatever the case, we need to have an effective workflow for our approval process. So for example, we currently have active projects, awaiting client feedback, awaiting internal approval, completed projects, and on hold. And this just makes it extremely easy for us to communicate internally and have an approval process that can be checked by multiple people within our organization. For the Facebook ads board, we have planning and strategy, ad creative development, campaign setup, and Facebook ads manager, pixel and conversion tracking, campaign launch, weekly and monthly reporting, scaling and retargeting, and post-campaign optimization. Now, as you can probably assume that we need different members to create different aspects of a campaign. So we need someone to create the creatives, we need someone to set up the pixel, we need a copywriter to create the headlines and descriptions, and so on. This type of setup makes it extremely easy for our team members to communicate with one another. We can also tag multiple people that would be working on one task, And based on the specific phase that we're currently in and status, we can create valuable automations to notify the correct team member for what they need to do. So a good use case would be when I'm in planning and strategy. Let's say I've done my competitor analysis and everything that I need for this specific campaign. I can just click on creative development, and then the design team is actually going to be notified, and they know that they need to create the creatives for this specific campaign. By now, your creative juices should be flowing, and you should have some ideas of what you can also implement for your marketing agency within Monday.com. Keep in mind that we create full-blown tailored setups in Monday.com for other organizations. So if you need any type of help, or if you would like us to implement a project for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're always here for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please make sure to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.